There is a really common misconception at the minute that modern games don't have the full game on and you need to download the rest from the internet. This is not strictly true and I'm going to show you why. This is a website called doesitplay.org and it basically tells you what games are compatible with not having an internet connection. So you've got stuff like platform, region, tested on, download required yes or no, publishers, what genre it is, developers, offline play. And as you can see, this tells you basically whether you can play it offline and whether a download is required to be able to play it offline. At the time of making this, 94% of games support offline play, and out of those 94%, 73% don't need a download. Now the reason for this is simple. If we think about maybe like a PlayStation 2 game from back in the day, obviously these games didn't need a download. You literally just put the disc into your PlayStation and start playing. A standard DVD holds about 4.7 gigabytes. If you were to extract the data from one of these discs, it would probably be more than 4.7 gigabytes. The reason it works is compression. A lot of games are compressed so that they fit onto the disc. A very similar thing will happen with like a PS5 game, for example. A Blu-ray disc can hold significantly more information. We're talking about over 100 gigabytes, 120 to 130, I think, around about that. But with the PlayStation 5 game, you usually have to install it. And what you'll notice is the installation size is actually different to the total capacity of the disc. That's why there's something called size on disk. Size on disk is basically the size of the data that was originally on the disk after it's been uncompressed and installed onto a hard drive or SSD. Depending on the type of compression that you're using, you can install significantly more information onto that SSD than what was even on the disk to begin with. Which is exactly why the vast majority of PS4 and 5 games don't actually need the internet or any downloads to be able to play the game once you've installed it from the disk. But it actually impresses me, the amount of people that are getting this wrong at the minute, and they think, oh, they only put so much of the game on the disc. If that game specifically requires the internet, then yes, and it will say so on the case or somewhere in the legal wording on the disc or something. It will say the internet is required to play. They have to do that legally. But for the vast majority of games, you do not need the internet, and the proof is in the pudding. You just have to look at that website and it'll tell you.